Welcome to Agnostic's recording of Connecting the Dots, Social Media, Analytics, Corporate Culture, and Strategy. Over 50% of the world's population is under 30. 96% of millennials have joined a social network. Facebook tops Google for weekly traffic in the US, and social media is the #1 activity on the web. The biggest revolution since the Industrial Revolution. To reach 50 million users, radio took 38 years. TV took 13 years. The Internet took only 4 years. Google Plus, 88 days. So we don't have a choice on whether we do social media. The question is how well we do it. Brands that shy away from new media will become extinct, and those that fail to quantify the impact of their social marketing initiatives will lose contact with their customers. So how do we get there? We encourage corporations to adopt 3 strategy essentials. 1, knowledge. 2, vision. And 3, insight. These are the 3 necessary parts to a strategy. We believe that you should start at insight and allow your actions to be determined by your vision. With insight, you can then define your messaging strategy. Brand is culture, so the drive must always come from its DNA. And branding is also community, because branding is culture. In new media, people want and expect conversations, not broadcasts, so companies must create conversations. How? How can we do that? Know why you're doing what you're doing. Why comes before how and what. When you know why you're doing what you're doing, the how and what must be consistent with it. And this forms the basis of all of your communication and all of your messaging. You express your brand through all communication, that is everything you say and do, and keep your story straight and true. People see right through fluff online and in social media. The corporate culture shift. The basis of business is social. The business of business is social, and that's something that must always be top of mind. You must humanize the company. This is a voice for the company when you're on social media. This is what people want to hear. They expect conversations. They don't expect marketing hype. You need to speak with people. It's about information sharing and engaging, not broadcasting, to create dialogue and conversations. And here we go from hierarchical relationships to horizontal relationships, since social media democratizes. Practically speaking, once you know what you want to do, how and why, you need to set goals, objectives, strategy, the right tools, and then your tactics. You need to measure, analyze, and report on your social media efforts, discover insights from information, and through those insights, engage and create conversation. Businesses require the best tools to reach those targets. Businesses can revisit tradition for innovation. Merely collecting digital data without cause is a recipe for disaster. Organizations that develop social media measurement strategies which align key success metrics with business objectives will evolve more quickly. This requires a pragmatic strategy and measurement plan. Social media monitoring and analysis. What is it? From all that is social media, including sites, blogs, forums, press, podcasts, all the social networks that we're familiar with. We gather information through your configuration in the tool, collect that information, the tool processes that information, and then analyzes it. Now, analysis comes partly in the form of a tool, But there always needs to be a human hand in analysis. There's two parts to analysis. Social marketing analytics is the discipline that helps companies measure, assess, and explain the performance of social media initiatives in the context of specific business objectives. And here we have the social media ROI pyramid, courtesy of Altimeter. And you can see that different kinds of data is important to different people within the organization. So for example, community managers and agencies at the very bottom of the pyramid are interested in engagement data, the kind of regular data that many social media marketeers report on, the number of clicks, fans, followers, retweets, views, etc. Business stakeholders, however, are more interested in the analytics, share of voice, resonation, word of mouth, support response, insights intake. As we go up the pyramid, business executives are more interested in business metrics, revenue, reputation, and customer satisfaction. These are, of course, examples. There are a lot more different examples of specific data. Social media measurement. Success metrics, also known as key performance indicators or KPIs, developed with specific business objectives in mind, are far more likely to be useful and used within the organization. Now here we see that this ideology has helped dozens of organizations take a methodical, pragmatic, and common sense approach to measuring social marketing initiatives. Objectives and KPIs. This graph on the right is a result of a study by Forrester and Altimeter. We see 4 different business objectives that have been identified and serve as a foundation for effectively measuring social marketing using an objective-based methodology. No single set of objectives can accommodate all business models or corporate initiatives. These business objectives, fostering dialogue, promoting advocacy, facilitating support, spurring innovation, have different KPIs associated with them. The success of these objectives is measurable using those KPIs that demonstrate progress towards the goal. Dialogue, what does that involve? Dialogue involves starting a conversation and offering your audience something to talk about while allowing that conversation to take a life of its own. Promoting advocacy. Advocacy is the activation of evangelism, or word of mouth, and the spread of information through social technologies. Supporting, facilitating support. Customers may self-support each other, or companies may directly assist them using social technologies. And innovation. The business objective of innovation is an extraordinary byproduct of engaging in social marketing activity. Social strategy must be based on business objectives. And if you're already measuring converted leads or actual sales from social media, then you're already well ahead. Why does it matter? For your company, it matters to understand market trends, players, influencers, and competitors, creating relationships with the right people, committing to your market. You can build brand awareness, reputation, and loyalty. You can encourage customer advocacy and leverage the knowledge base of content assets by promoting messaging and enabling sales. You can link to marketing metrics and optimize, and you can also improve search engine rankings and online traffic. For your team, you can demonstrate thought leadership, build reputation, and engage with market players and influencers, committing to your market relationships. Do you still think you own your brand? United Breaks Guitars. This song came out on YouTube in 2009. In it, our hero of the story, the person who took the United Airlines airplane, watched as his guitar was thrown from the terminal from the people within the baggage department to each other, and he saw as they were carelessly throwing that he and he found that his guitar was broken. And what were the results of that? Over almost 12 million views on YouTube, 29,000 comments, 40,000 five-star ratings, #1 in iTunes. Meanwhile, within 4 days of the song going online, the gathering thunderclouds of bad PR caused United Airlines stock price to suffer a mid-flight stall, and it plunged by 10%, costing shareholders $180 million, which would have bought the hero of our story, Carol, more than 51,000 replacement guitars. Now, in this song, he pointed out a number of things. I won't play the song for you, but he pointed out how careless they'd been, how they didn't answer to his calls for help, that he received his broken guitar without so much as a sorry. And this, as you can see, was the result of his 3-minute song on YouTube. So I'd like to introduce you here to Gnostics. This is our dashboard where you work from. You can sign up and read our blog at www.gnostics.gr and find out more about us. Thank you.